can show off Suzo is another. I mean, right now with this is a test server we have going, so there's not a lot of craziness going on around the outside, so there's not going to be a lot of battles.
Yeah, I just kind of wanted to see like what it looks like out there. Oh, you don't want to fall off that cliff.
No. Well, I mean, there is a skill that lets you feather fall, but in a normal situation, that blue bar that was above my head, my flying skill bar, could diminish, and I could just end up.
If it's too high of a cliff.
If it's too high of a cliff, or if I don't, or I activate it too late, I go into that. Boom. And then I die again.
Oh yeah, I heard there's internal and external like
skills.
Well, wait. I saw a video and someone was talking about like you can get hurt internally and externally. Or?
There's bleeding that is done. I guess the internal damage that is done to you is more of the it's more of a debuff kind of situation with the bleeding. External damage is the physical damage done on the outside, or grounding you, preventing you from doing the flying skills, etc. Stuff like that.
Yeah.
Which comes in handy if somebody is going to try to run away from you. You want to knock them down and stun them, or prevent them from jumping too high. This is Suzo, which is the Ming Dynasty version of where our developers from. It's a nice little giant walls of Suzo. Get rid of that menu. That wasn't pretty. And some of the cultivation is increased depending on where that martial arts was founded in the game. Some are located, if you're near a waterfall, it speeds up the cultivation process of that skill. If you're near fire, if you're in the middle of a forest, that skill was founded by that master in the woods or underneath a waterfall. Let me see. And then I was trying to show somebody Tiger Hill earlier. Let me get up there. And you saw the plum blossoms earlier, right, when you came in? The pink trees, they're falling down.
Might have missed it.
All right, let me get back to that in a second. This is actually a real landmark in Suzo, right outside of Suzo. It's called Tiger Hill. We have I did a feature on our website that actually compared Tiger Hill to the fictional Tiger Hill, and it was basically shot for shot, the exact same angle that I found online. Let me get a little bit, another picture.
So is there a lot of like party mechanics? Is it good to group up, or is it mostly
when I'm going through a city, I like to be alone.
Yeah.
But the instances you need to group up.
Okay.
I mean, the individual story doesn't require you to join up to take on a quest or a task. But I mean, unless you are low level and you run into a random encounter that takes you into an area that you need to be skilled for, yes, you need to be a little bit better.
So in an instance, in a group setting, would there be like a healer sitting back, or
there is no healer in that aspect. No,
okay.
There's not class-wise. There's not a healer. There's not a ranger or an archer or a mage. There are skills that do help you heal you. The musician can help buff you in that aspect, and some of the buffs or team skills do give you a buff where if you block, you can heal yourself through that. Mm-hmm. But there's not an outright, I'm going to sit back and cast poisons or potions. Let me go to that one little area I was at earlier. This is our last little pretty area. Sometimes I just sit here, let my screen just sit there on the background while I eat lunch. My little zen forest. Cool. And it's not a realistic environment, so it's not going to rain throughout the day. There are areas that do rain, but it's always going to be this pretty, unless you go to an evil area that is darker and so forth.
So there's no
it's not nighttime. There's no dynamic environment. There is a nighttime in instances, but or certain mountain towns are going to have more cloudier areas.
Yeah, okay.
And there are deserts. I mean, there is a range.
There's a dog. Yeah. There's a couple dogs.
There's a couple of little dogs. I can kill them, take their fur or their meat if I was so inclined.
He is fierce.
Yeah, well, that Yan family, their dogs are something fierce. Where are you, dog? There we go. He's a nice little pup. I don't want to do too much damage to him. Oh well.
Ooh.
And he would glow green if there was something to loot off of him, like these people I can't fight. But see,
Oh, so yeah. So is that's where you get like all your items is from
if I
probably
just,
dungeons, instances,
instances, at the end of an instance, you would get rewarded.
and after quests, I'm sure.
Yeah. I would get rewarded a little treasure box depending on how well I did in that section of the instance, graded A through B, C, D, etc., or F. And I unlock the box, I can get a great skill if I did an A.
That dog knows you killed his friend.
They're angry dogs. That's about it in a nutshell.
So open beta is coming out later this month.
November 15th is the date.
November 15th.
The last day for pre-orders to get you into both those betas is November 14th. And that's only, I think, $9.99 or $10, round it up to 10,
Yeah.
one penny, who cares? And that gets you into the betas, gets you a bevy of bonus pre-order features like a horse, some XP, food, and et cetera, to help you survive a little bit longer than a normal player would. And I think about 7 to 10 days of VIP, which lets you have an offline stall. It gives you a little bit of a speed boost with cultivating as well.
Okay. And then
But then after that, you'll be like, I think it's going to be $20 to get something somewhere, even remotely close to
okay.
that.
So you get that little discount for
Right.
early orders.
And then the game launches on February 1st. Those people with the
1st.
pre-orders get in on February 1st. And then right now it's 90 days after that is when it's going to go free to play, but it may be sooner. But the pre-order people, if that date does change, we'll have something ready for them.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. I appreciate it.
And we're on Steam right now, trying to get on Steam. We have Steam Greenlight going. Yeah.
Nice.
And then we have our little system specs right here if you want to take a gander at those. It's not a heavy, 10 gigs of free space.
Yeah.
And you can find all that out at ageofwushu.com on our forums, or ageofwushu.
There's going to be a lot of like updates. Do you plan on updating? you
We've been
constantly?
trying, for the past month and a half or 2 months, I've been updating the homepage, just little features and screenshots. And then Facebook.com, ageofwushu, has a lot of going on in Twitter. We're trying to get a lot of out.
Yeah.
We're pressing through there as well.
Cool.